Alright guys, as promised, I am back with another album share. This time I am sharing my 2018 Book 2 album. Again, I use a close to my heart white 3-ring binder albums with the little labels on the side so that I can label each book, and the page protectors as well. So this starts in May of 2018. So my first album went January to April. This is a layout that I created for Pink Paisley. There should be a video for this one. Anytime there's a video, I won't go too much into detail because you've probably seen it. This layout is one that I created for my January stash busting month, and this was all about using packaging. So there's a lot of package use on that one. This one I created for, I think, for a Ready Sketch Go class, or maybe it was for a class Arit and I did, but I can't remember. Anyway, that is a class layout. This layout I created using one of the Close to My Heart Craft with Heart kits. Love those kits. I need to catch up on those. This I used the Ali Edwards Tech Story Kit to create this layout, and I used these little phone looking place. I recorded some texts that she sent me, and then also a picture of Malia. I absolutely love looking back on this page. I think it's one of those ones that I wouldn't have thought to document without that kind of push from that text story kit. So I love that. These are both from my Ready Sketch Go Volume 5 class, so you can check that out if you want to learn more about that. Lots of mixed media on these two pages, actually. This is using the Grow Story Kit from Ali Edwards, and I did an enlarged photo, which I love. This one is a simple one that I created. I think there's a process video for this. I know that there's a process video for this one. She has no shortage of character. Loved this one. This one was one I just created with stuff from my stash, but I used a cut file. I was a guest and I used a cut file for that, so there is a process video on that. You can look under guest design, or I think that I have a playlist called guest design or something like that. This one is called Going Out to Lunch. This is for a Ready Sketch Go, my Ready Sketch Go class as well. This is a layout I created for Pink Paisley using a cut file from Paige Evans, and I did the cut file in 3 different sizes, and then did some mixed media in the background. There is a process video for that one. This is from a Ready Sketch Go class, so there's that. And then this one, this was from my January stash busting month, and so I think I shared this in a layout share for that stash busting month, but you can find that under my Use It or Lose It playlist. This is one I created for Pink Paisley, First Day of Summer Break, and I just cut these little kind of speech bubbles out of one of the papers and featured them on a layout. I think there's a process video for that. This one is called A Summer Story. I used the June 2018 Digital Stories by the Month kit for this one, which will be the June physical kit coming up here in just another month or so. Very fun. I love doing a grid with a shape, so that's what I did there. That one's empty for now. This is a layout I created for Pink Paisley. I used my rectangle punch and kind of did a rainbow sort of look, but a very soft rainbow. This one is for Pink Paisley. I used a cut file from Paige Evans and then layered in a bunch of flowers, and then a bunch of the paint kind of stuff, because this is a page about me and my daughter going to a paint night. This is very recent on my YouTube channel. This was a layout I did for Hip Kit Club with some mixed media, and that awesome, I used a stencil from Paige Evans on the background for that. It was really, really pretty. So that backside is blank. Here's an 8.5 by 11 layout. I just throw them into my albums wherever I decide to do an 8.5 by 11 layout, because sometimes I like to. And this is using a digital kit from Ali Edwards, I believe, and I did the more hanging out. I created a cut file with that, and then I popped it up, but I also used the letters and left them in here and just pushed them down. So they're glued to the base and then the top part is popped up. Hope that makes sense. This is another layout that I created for the my January stash busting month. So this is shared in a layout share or it's shared in a process video. But again, you can find that on my Crafty Use It or Lose It playlist. And last but not least in here is this one. And I think there is a process video on this one, or at least it's in a layout share. And this, I used a bunch of different pattern papers together, layered in a bunch of different stickers, and did a little layout about my daughter and her best cousin. They hang out all the time. And so you can see that I don't like to overfill my albums. I could probably fit more in here, and I probably will because I have some empty spaces, but I don't want it to be too full because I don't want it. I have done that before where they're like this, and it just doesn't, I don't know, it's not a smart idea in my mind. So you could fit more in here. Let me count how many page protectors I have actually. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I would probably do 12 to 14 page protectors, and that's, I don't know, I feel like for the amount of dimension that I do, that seems like a good amount. So anyway, that is 2018 book 2, and I will be back with another video for book number 3.